How you guys doing? This is your man, Captain Bogy, and here we are in season 2, episode 21 of the CREW After Hours. And you know what? We're kind of extending it for this particular show here, and we're doing actually a third topic. And this is one that I hope a lot of you guys will gravitate to, appreciate, and really hope you enjoy. Because this one is growing up in the 1980s. And I got my brother here. Well, he's really not here. He's all the way up there, somewhere in the stratosphere of NASA, NASA, sending him to the outer limits of Earth. So he's just, floating out there. And again, JMoody. So do you have your special NASA belt on so that you don't gravitate away from us? How are you doing?
Ah, right here. Wow, it's a rough one up here.
Good.
You don't have your special belt on, you'll fly away. So you have the special.
All
There
right.
you go.
Okay, so it looks like JMoody's safe. It looks like he's attached his belt to to his ship. So he's not going to be floating away anytime soon. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish this particular topic here before, if he ever does get sent out there from being disattached from the space shuttle, he'll be safe. So, JMoody, thank you so much for joining us here, and we're gonna go ahead and talking about growing up in the 1980s. And for myself, I'll go ahead and share a little bit. So, I was born in the early 1970s, and as a child, when I finally became, one of the a child in a 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, I was hitting the 1980s, and 1980s for me, I really feel was such an amazing time to grow up in, and really experience a lot of the technology that was changing, not only with video games but music, because we're talking about tapes going into CDs. Yeah, look it up, guys. And a lot of other wonderful technologies. So, JMoody, share with us, what was your experience as a 1980s child growing up?
Oh my gosh, I remember the ADAT tapes and records were still in style. But
Huge. Yes.
yeah, but then they went to 45s. Remember the floppy 45s?
Yeah. Yeah. The little 45. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but the real records, they were still being sold, still being sold. And and then they went to the ADAT tapes, and of course, then they went to the regular size, smaller tapes. But man, tapes were a big one because when we used to call them boom boxes,
Yes.
those big giant freaking MC Hammer looking boom boxes, and and they were loud and good sound too.
Big time.
Yeah, man. But like, I remember we used to go through batteries, like D batteries, like all the all the time, because that's what you weren't. There's nowhere to plug in.
Exactly.
That was cool. So you had to buy the D batteries to go big D batteries. I remember some of them. If you had a really good tape player, it took 8 of those things.
Yep.
And I remember it was big 10-inch speakers like that, not these little portable things that we got now, which are good, but it was just something magical about those big old boom boxes, man. They were loud, but yeah, that's why what I remember.
Exactly. No, agreed. So here I found a YouTube video, very plainly called "Growing Up in the 1980s." So I'm looking at a picture here, which was kind of the natural pictures that some of the cameras back in the day would be taken. So oh, look at that, we're seeing some.
And no Photoshop. There was no
Yeah,
such thing as Photoshop.
exactly.
That's
And,
how you
and
look.
and these were the type of pictures that would be taken care of, will be taken of us. So let's see what else they have for us. Cause again, like I mentioned before, I never seen this video, but this is definitely something. Oh wow,
That's the original.
Toys R Us. Part of my childhood. Such unfortunate that it got it got shut down. It's something that went out of business. But
Mm.
Toys R Us, I would think, again, from the friendships and the friends that I have, most of us grew up with being able to go to this particular establishment, to this particular toy store to get the latest and the greatest of toys. So what memories do you have, JMoody, of Toys R Us?
Ooh, man, Toys R Us, man. I, I remember when Super Soakers first came out,
Mm,
the real one with the it was a two orange it was the single orange tip, and it came with the green, I think it was a 30-ounce bottle
wow.
that you would screw on the top, and it had a handle that you would pump, and the air would go into this bottle,
Yeah.
and they were just the most amazing, like, toy ever, because and it just seemed like, I mean, you've never seen a squirt gun like that, like, ever. It
Agreed.
was the first of its kind, Super Soaker.
Oh yeah. No, those were definitely a lot of fun. I remember, and this was, yeah, definitely 1980s, early 1980s. I remember going to a toy store and purchasing a water gun that was battery operated. And man, I saved whatever little last quarters I could to purchase this. And each one of the, it was like a machine gun type, water gun, but each one of the cartridges you would fill up with water, and you needed to make sure that your actual gun had batteries in it, and you put that cartridge in the gun itself, and it would it would shoot spurts of water. So I mean, you were the man or the boy at that time to to have a gun like that, and it was like so little spurts of water, and you were getting everybody. I mean, you were the man. You were the man back then.
Oh yeah, it would make that little sound.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's take a look at the rest of this video here. Let's see what else they got. Oh, TVs. Oh,
Oh yeah, with the
TVs.
oh
Look at that.
gosh,
All right.
with
This
the graphic band equalizer on it.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. Oh yeah, that's one of those crazy toys. Okay. Okay, so magic sand. I never really played with that. Oh, this I played with.
Oh yeah,
You remember that?
yeah.
You
You
press the
push the button,
button.
it would go up and start fishing.
Yeah, yeah, fishing or whatever the game was. You press the button, and those little things will float in the air, and you catch them. Oh, the Viewmaster, yo, bro,
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed the hell out of this. I mean, this Viewmaster would put you in a world that basically you would never be in, but it was like some sort of like Disney type environment. And as you clicked on the Viewmaster and looked at each one of those slides, it just, I mean, told you it's such a great epic story. So what do you remember about the Viewmaster?
Oh my gosh, the Viewmaster. I remember. Oh gosh. I
I just
remember different like cartoons. I remember Smurfs. I think
yeah,
Smurfs,
Disney.
Disney. Um,
It was amazing.
it really was.
The thing that we appreciate now in Blu-ray, movies and things like that. I mean, this was our Blu-ray at that time. The imagination, even though each one of those little circular discs maybe had about 40 little slides, but I remember just looking at each one of them, and it would teleport me to that moment, to that scene. And you know what? Some If you really think about it, the imagination, the imagination of a child is probably more powerful than any movie with special effects and the biggest actors and the biggest production that you can put together. you know the imagination of a child,
Oh yeah,
huge.
yeah.
And this is what we grew up in. The Viewmaster was our Toy Story movie, or Titanic movie. It was just just simply amazing. All right, let me keep on playing this video. Oh,
Oh yeah. You could draw hair. You could draw.
yeah, it was like a board, and it was magnetic, and all that stuff that you see on the bottom was magnet. So you can go ahead and let me see if they actually play around with it. So you can make
Oh yeah, silly putty. Oh
put
my
it.
gosh. Yeah, we used to slap each other with those. Oh, those were fun.
All right, let me go back to this one here. So you take that little magnetic pen on the bottom, and then if you wanted to put a beard around the face, you can put a beard. If you want to put a mohawk on the character, you take that magnetic, that magnet stuff, and you make a mohawk on it. So this woolly Willy was really imaginative. Now, when we come here to this was fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the arm man,
parachute.
the
So
parachute.
yeah, so these were these little. Can you see my mouse going around it?
Yeah.
So these were little action figures, very simple, but they had attached to it, a parachute, which was this, and you threw this parachute, and they would float. So that was a lot of fun. Oh, the cop guns!
Oh yeah, those
Come on,
those were
man.
awesome.
You have yours,
I had mine.
man. I remember. Yeah, yeah. I had a cap gun, and I would have to purchase these here. So every time you pull the trigger, it would sound like pow, pow, pow. It would sound like like if you were shooting a real gun. So that was
Well, the one that I had, it, it was like a roll of tape, and it was like a roll. So you would open up the side of where the bullets would go
oh, I
and
remember
stick
that
it in
one.
there. Yeah, and take the roll up to where the hammer was, and you had to set the little charge.
Yes,
So when you pulled the trigger, it would grab the tape
it will pop.
just enough. Yeah, so it would. Yeah, those were great.
You're right. Yes, I that those I had too. It was like yeah, it was a whole roll, and there were like little circles. So those were the
Yeah,
popping, and then yeah, you would go ahead and feed it into the gun, and then when you
yeah,
pull the trigger, it would click on it, and each one would sound like a
like a
like a
snap.
yeah. Wow, great memory, brother. All right, let's see what they got next here for us.
Oh,
Oh,
Etch a Sketch. Oh yeah.
Etch a Sketch. Man, the Etch a Sketch was awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The kaleidoscope.
And yeah. Oh my
I
God.
remember.
Remember
I
this?
remember. Was that a Lucky Rabbit's foot?
Huh?
Like the top comes off and her Lucky Rabbit's foot flies out.
No, no, no. This was a like a very small picture or a negative of a picture, and
Oh, 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 yeah.
yes,
And you
and
light
it
up
would,
right on the wall.
yes, and no, 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 not on the wall. It would be in the gray in that white area that you see right there on the screen,
Oh, and
and
then
then
you'd be
when
able
you
to
look
see
through
it.
the viewfinder, you will see the picture of whatever that is.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That was very popular in the 1980s. So if you're watching this right now, look it up. Yeah, it was like a negative of a picture, and they would put it in the white portion of it, and then when you look through the viewfinder, right, the pink area that you could see there, if you look at the viewfinder in the light, you would go ahead and see what that picture was supposed to look like. Oh,
Oh, it's Slinky.
Slinky, Slinky, oh, what a wonderful toy. Is built for a man oh, no, no. Is built for a boy and a girl, or a girl and a boy. And hey, JMoody, think about it. Look what a simple concept this was. What if you and I were, in this time, we would have been millionaires. It's a piece of metal.
Well, the coolest thing I remember, well, some of them were plastic, and then they did different colors on the bottom and on the
Yeah,
top. So that way, when it went down the staircase, it
yeah.
would go and it would hit all the way down and it would do different colors. But the metal ones were really cool. Oh yeah, yeah, that was a cool toy.
Simon. Heck yeah. I mean, Simon Says. That was a lot of fun. Oh,
Operation
that's it. Up. Oh my gosh.
Rubiks Cube.
The Rubiks Cube, that thing took over. Everybody had a Rubiks Cube.
All over the world.
And of
That was a
course,
strategy.
if you could not figure out how to do the Rubik's Cube to
You
have the
break the
same
blocks
color,
off.
huh?
I would take the blocks out and rearrange them.
Exactly. So if you couldn't figure out how these geniuses of could do all the colors, the whole color of one side and the other side and all sides to have the same color, you would just cheat and you would go ahead and pop out one of those corners and then rearrange them. But yeah, the Rubik's Cube, huge in the 1980s. Let's see what else they have. Oh, Snoopy Snow Cone Machine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Put the cubes in the top. Oh yeah, that was another good one.
Oh, look at this. The TV game computer switch. So if you had a Atari 2600, this is what you had in the back of your TV. ColecoVision.
Oh my god, remember that stupid thing?
Yeah, Atari 2600.
The Atari, yeah.
Nintendo.
Oh my god.
Star Wars action figures, which couldn't really move too much. G.I. Joe. I remember getting, I focused on getting the Snake Eyes. The Snake Eyes G.I. Joe action figure, man.
Yeah, yeah, that was definitely the best.
Yeah.
King Cobra.
And Cobra, yes. Oh, Transformers.
Oh yeah.
And the GoBots. Voltron. Remember Voltron?
Oh yeah.
Voltron was huge, you got all the different action figures, you put them together and you created a Voltron. He-Man.
Skeletor and He-Man. Oh my gosh.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Amazing. What else we got? Thundercats.
Thundercats.
Thundercats. Ho!
Oh, remember Mad Balls?
Mad Balls, yeah. Yeah, Mad Balls. I mean, they had all these ridiculous looking figures. Now, remember, for Mad Balls, they also had the Garbage
Pail
Caps
Kids.
Kids. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Originally they had the Cabbage Patch Kids, and then of course a different company came up with the Garbage Patch Kids, and then of course these guys came out with these laser tag. Look at that,
There we go.
the Garbage Pail Kids. Oh my! I remember I had a whole collection of this.
Yeah, those were classics.
Yeah, man. So all right, those were from this particular video here. Those were some growing up in the 1980s, and that was giving us a little taste of of us growing up. Which I mean, again, I always feel that that I feel fortunate to grow up in the in the decade that I did. So even though the 1970s were nice, but the 1980s really, around that time I was like 9, 10, 11 years old, really exploded with the cartoon, the toys, the video games. I mean, that was just an incredible decade to be a child. What about you, J Mood?
Oh man, that's just I just remember like, you know, unlike the kids today where they have like all these like electronic boards that you step on, and it rides you around, and there's really no exercise to it. But I remember pogo sticks. I remember, you know, like the banana seat bikes, like, and you would ride those things everywhere.
Exactly. All right, cool deal, man. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end this. It was not scheduled, but you know what? I'm glad it happened, and I really appreciate Jay Moody for you sticking around.